The world is entering an unprecedented era, one shaped by a geopolitical arms race in military strategic artificial intelligence, as structurally transformative as the nuclear competition of the 20th century. This new paradigm does not rely on warheads or armored divisions, but on algorithmic supremacy, massively parallel computing architectures, and the control of strategic data flows. In this context, advanced semiconductors have become the warheads of tomorrow. Chips measuring 3 nanometers or less, essential to generative and predictive military AI, now lie at the heart of a global technological choke point. The United States has imposed extraterritorial restrictions on extreme ultraviolet, EUV lithography equipment, and high-performance GPUs to prevent adversaries from accessing cutting-edge capabilities. It has been emphasized by the Center for Strategic and International Studies, CSIS, that the U.S. military's advantage in next-generation warfare is believed to rely heavily on access to the most advanced semiconductors. In this strategic framing, chips are described as the new oil, and TSMC is likened to the new Strait of Hormuz, concluded the authors of the Semiconductor Supply Chain and National Security, 2021. Meanwhile, China is investing over $200 billion to internalize its semiconductor supply chain and circumvent critical dependencies on Taiwan, South Korea, and ASML in the Netherlands. Europe, for its part, is struggling to retain a meaningful industrial position amid intensifying global polarization. But the battle extends far beyond hardware. At the core of this confrontation are AI models themselves. Their training speed, their capacity to simulate combat environments, make autonomous decisions in GPS or signal-denied conditions, and operate weapon systems without human oversight. The challenge is not only technical, but doctrinal. Who will bear the risk of delegating lethal force to machines? Who will accept that an AI might trigger a nuclear strike or blind a satellite constellation? Traditional deterrence is being redefined. The new front lines are no longer physical, but electromagnetic, informational, and quantum. NATO has already called for a cognitive shield to defend against adversarial AI systems. Sovereign wealth funds from Norway to Qatar are quietly backing startups developing autonomous microsensors and geopolitical simulation engines. Meanwhile, DARPA is advancing AI platforms capable of predicting the collapse of political regimes by processing vast volumes of social, environmental, and commercial data. In this high-stakes competition, developing nations with rare earth deposits, growing data ecosystems, or key geostrategic positioning are emerging as critical arenas of influence. As great powers accelerate the convergence of data, defense, and dominance, a new world order is being encoded, not through treaties, but through algorithms. Supremacy will no longer be measured solely by firepower or industrial capacity, but by the ability to compute, anticipate, and command in real time across both visible and invisible domains. Victory in this emerging arms race will belong not to the strongest, but to those who master the silent logic of machines and secure the infrastructures where strategy is no longer planned, but processed.